All right, hi everyone. Welcome to a channel update. So this is a channel update for my channel, Kevin2099 Plays. If you're already a subscriber, thank you so much. I greatly appreciate that. Yeah, this channel update is basically for you guys that watch my channel regularly, that are subscribers, that support the channel. And I thank you all for that. You guys are awesome. And I just want to share with you basically upcoming videos of games that I'll be playing through the rest of the year. I'm real excited about some of the games I'm playing, and I just want to share with you. And if you're a new viewer, thank you welcome. So if you're a new viewer, welcome. And I'm not the greatest speaker in the whole wide world, so I just wing it. And sometimes it goes well, sometimes it goes badly. And so we'll see how this goes. But yep, so a little bit about this channel. This is not a professional gaming channel whatsoever. If As you could probably hear, you can hear birds in my background. I have two conures. They're part of the parrot family, but they're really small. One of them is very, very noisy and likes to be a butthead every time I record. And the other one, she could get pretty loud as well when the other one starts up. So it is what it is. I'm not a professional. I don't do a green screen. I actually just tried looking into doing the green screen, and you have to have like a green screen and lighting and all that stuff. And I'm like, no, I like to play in the dark. I don't like to play in a whole lot of light anyway. I just play, I mean, there's light when, through my window as it's daylight. And then when it's nighttime, I just mostly play in the dark with a light in the kitchen off to the side, and my family room is where I do my gaming. So, and that's it. And so you may hear my birds in the background. You may hear my two dogs. It is what it is. I'm not a professional. But if you happen to just see someone's take on the games they play, welcome to the channel. So let's start. Let's start. I think that's the best thing. So, it is currently I'm planning to upload this video on October 1st, 2025. And again, this is an update to basically go through the last quarter the of what I'll be playing. And I don't really do a whole lot of channel updates, but I'm really excited about this one game that's coming out in December, and I really want to share it with you guys. I'm just really excited about it. So let's do this. Let's do this. So, all right. So we just finished the God of War series. This is a game, if you guys don't know, this is a game that came out in 2018 for Sony PlayStation. I am not aware if it was available on other consoles at the time. I don't know if this. I don't know too much about Sony PlayStation games. I'm just kind of getting into it. However, this was ported over to PC and it was available on Steam. That's the version I'm playing, is the Steam version in 2022. And I wanted to. I saw previews of this game, but it was not available on PC at the time, and plus it was expensive. It was like $60 or $70, which was a little pricey for me. So when it was available on Steam in 2022, when I got it, it was like $20 because the sequel, God of War Ragnarok, was just coming out. So I jumped on that. A friend of mine told me it was a good story, and I played it. At first, it was okay. But when they got well, okay, but later on in the story, there is this awesome father-son dynamic that hooked me into the game. And the Kratos, the main guy, the father, he's basically a demigod, right? I think that's let's see. Yeah, I'm trying to remember if his father was Zeus. I don't know. I don't remember if his mother was human. I think so. But anyway, but he's basically part god, part mortal, and also was he part mortal? I don't know. I don't know, but he's not full blown god. He's like a demigod on the same level of Hercules, I believe. Um, so anyway, he moves to the he, well, never mind. Anyway, long story short, this takes place in what's called Midgard, right, where the Vikings live and all that stuff, and they have to fight the oh the Norse mythology characters basically, and he has a son named Atreus, and there's this whole dynamic. He kept Atreus's legacy to himself because basically Kratos uh Kratos wants to start over, start a fresh new life, but something happens. They have to do something together, and then the Norse pantheon, the Norse gods started messing with him, and so they had to deal with that situation. And so, there's this whole thing about Kratos decides telling Atreus where he came from, um, and this whole struggle of Kratos. Kratos did things back in the past through the earlier God of War series, which was on Sony PlayStation, and he regrets doing a lot of those things, and he does not want to pass on his mistakes to his son. And there's this whole dynamic between that. It was very well written. I really liked it, and it really impressed to me how good a game story can be. Okay, so yeah, and so I'll leave it at that. And I really enjoyed it, and I hope you guys check it out. I would like to impress if you're normally a PC player. And if you don't know Sony PlayStation games, and if you do like stories, try the games that have been ported over to PC that are available on Steam right now. I think you'll be pleasantly surprised. I was pleasantly surprised of this one. Um, okay, my mic keeps going off, and I don't know why. So I'm gonna put in it's a wireless mic. I'm gonna put in the cable. Give me one moment, everyone.
Charging battery.
Okay. It was weird because the battery said it was good, so I don't know what's going on. This is like the first time this has happened in a while. So I don't know what's going on. I don't know why it keeps cutting out. Anyway, so okay, so yeah, I impress upon you guys if you haven't played any Sony PlayStation games, if you're not familiar about the story content, start checking them out. Check out the ones that have been ported over to Steam. Um, God of War at least really impressed upon me how good the story was. Um, that's my opinion. I'm gonna check out more games. That's definitely what I'm gonna do. All right, next game. So we are going into October now, right? And so every October, I tend to do like a Halloween based theme. I tried, yeah. I I'm leaning. I'll do Halloween based theme. I'm trying to get away from the scary games though, especially if they're demonic or have to deal with possession and all that stuff. That's not really my type of game I want to play. Um, but there's this one that I saw on another YouTuber's channel, which I will name. That is Crazy Pumpkin. He is featured on my channel, And here he is right here. His name's Crazy Pumpkin right here. I suggest you check out his YouTube channel. He does streams every Sunday of classic point and click adventure games. He did one of Slay the Princess. I liked it, and he did this a couple years ago. I'm doing this one now because I was so impressed with the game. Um, I decide to I just decide to do it. I think he's okay with it if I do. I'm sure he would like to see my take on it. And that's what this channel is about, you know. I think, you know, I like to watch YouTubers on, especially if they played games that I played, and I like to see their take on it, you know. And so I hope um you know, I think it's okay with Crazy Pumpkin if I do my take on this game. Um, let me go through the other feature channels I have on here. Okay, just as like an introduction. So, active funniness, right? Now, I now the main guy's online name, right, is Church. So I'll keep it at Church. But I actually met him when I was on travel for work, and I met him at the site. We started talking. He really impressed upon me to start making playthrough videos, and so I basically all the videos, all the playthrough videos you've seen on this channel is basically because of him impressing that upon me. He suggested I do that. He suggested what kind of computer I start out with to do that, all that stuff. So thank you, Church, for that. You check out his site. He also has a Twitch stream, and check him out. I really enjoy his content. I also like the Gen X Gamer. Check him out as well. He does YouTube content. He's currently playing, and I forgot what he's currently playing. So it's like a shooter assassin type game, and I forgot. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Gen X Gamer. But he has played LOTRO, like I have played LOTRO, which I'll talk about later on. And he does I think it's called Gen Z, and some other games. Check out his game. I really check out his channel. I really like it. Jedi Warlock also played LOTRO. He's currently, I think he's doing World of Warcraft videos right now. He does, and his videos are good, like documentary type videos, you know, like either how-to videos or documentary background on World of Warcraft, LOTRO, and other games he's played. I already talked about Crazy Pumpkin. Check out his channel again. Wrestling bios. I like his channel. I don't know him any way, shape, or form, but I'm a pro wrestling fan, right? And he does biographies on pro wrestling. He's currently doing a series of the Monday night from WWF back in the 90s and 2000s. He's calls his series the Monday Night War, where it's between WWF Raw show versus WCW Monday Night Nitro. And yeah, he does a really good job with it. Check it out. It's one of my favorite series. And dang, let's see. Also, a Lotro player. He's doing other games right now. He used to be part of the Lotro player news back in the day. You know, if you look at on my channel, I was really into Lotro when I first started out, and I would watch the Lotro player news and all that stuff, and I was a fan of Andang's channel, and yeah, check him out too. And Pine Leaf Needles, same thing. He's in the Lotro player news, and check him out as well. Basically, I'm a big fan of Lotro, and yeah, just here we go. I let me see here. Here's my channels. Yeah, those are popular videos. Yeah. So Lord of the Rings Online, LOTRO is one of the big that's the majority of my content on this channel basically, but I'm starting to go into other games as well. So there was the God of War I just talked about. We just wrapped that up. I have also played Jedi Fallen Order, Batman Arkham Asylum, a little bit of Monster Hunter World, just trying that out. You know, all these things. I really like the Captain. This is a point and click. In fact, I got introduced to Crazy Pumpkin's channel by playing the Captain, and then I needed uh, hints or tips on the game, and so when I googled Crazy Pumpkin was one of the sites that came up, and I enjoyed his playthrough, and I became I wouldn't say I watch the streams dedicatedly every single week, but I've been watching it a lot lately because he did this one game called The Drifter. That was a really good storyline. Check it out. Check out his content. I did one video of Assassin's Creed Valhalla. I just was just not taken to doing a series on it yet, and then I did one Fortnite video, and I'm pretty sure that was a playthrough with active funniness there. So yeah, so check out these my featured channels. Check out the featured channels, and let's get back to it. So October. So sorry for the tangent, but hey, it is what it is. It's how I roll sometimes, going off on tangents. But yeah, so let's get back to October. So we are going to be playing a game called Slay the Princess. This is a very interesting, different game. It's a novel type video game, and it's basically like a choose your own adventure game, and it let and basically to win the game you have to go through the different scenarios of doing it. It's great storytelling. It's a great there's comedy in this thing. Some of the dialogue's pretty comedic, the voice actors I thought were great. um yeah, great art. If you like kind of dark comic book graphic novel type art, great art. And I enjoy playing this. So yeah. So this is, let me see. This is going to be weekly, every Thursday starting October 2nd, and it'll end on October 30th basically. And then we're going to do one more scary game called, this is a demo. I just checked on Steam. They plan on releasing this in October 25th according to Steam. I don't know. It's right now it's in demo format. It's a free demo. I got email from these guys asking me to do a review on their demo. It was good. It's a novel based story, and it was different. It was if you like scary and weird stories, you will like this. That's all I'll say. If you like horror games, horror novel type games, check these guys out, and we'll see when they'll if they release the game in October. And I'll say that as much there. So we will do that one on Halloween itself. So that's when that will come out. All right, now in November, we are going to go back to LOTRO, the Legacy of Morgoth. We are only doing the Epic Quest storyline on this one. So that will be the Song of Waves and Wind, chapters 11, 12, and 13. We're wrapping up the the Epic Quest storyline for the Legacy of Morgoth in that region. And it was all right. It was good. I liked it. And I believe the Epic Quest storyline is free to VIP players. I believe that is. So if you have the LOTRO subscription, you could do those chapters. You don't have to buy the expansion or anything like that. And I know by the time this comes out, there's possibly going to be a new expansion coming out. I'm not going to do that at this time. I'll probably do it later, but I'm just kind of at this point, I'm lotroed out. So I am just gonna just do Legacy and Morgoth. And that's gonna be on November 3rd. It's gonna be every Monday and Thursday, and that's gonna be through to December 1st, which is a Monday. Okay, and yeah, and then there's also gonna be a quest pack that takes place after this. And I forgot what the quest pack was, but I will do that sometime in 2026. I'm guessing, maybe. That's on the table, but I'm not really planning for it right now, and I'm definitely not planning for the next expansion. I mean, I've been playing Lotro since 2012, and my friend at work, he goes, how can you play one game for all this time? And I'm like, Lotro keeps up doing new content. There's new content coming out all the time. And they just had their 64-bit servers. They closed down their 32-bit, moved everything over to 64-bit. They keep updating and updating and updating and doing things. I mean, for a game that came out in 2007, they are really supporting new content and doing new things. Whether you like the new things they're doing, you know, there are people on both sides. What some people don't like what they're doing, some people do. Um, but at least they're doing things and keeping the game going, and I do like the storylines. It's fun, but sometimes when you play a game for over what would have been now 14 years, almost 14 years of playing, you want to try other things. So I'm now just trying other things, so like like these Sony PlayStation games. So speaking of Sony's PlayStation games, I am starting in December, and I'm real excited about this. I'll be doing Death Stranding, the director's cut. Yes, this game also came out like around 2019, 2020, I believe, on the Sony PlayStation. I believe it was a Sony PlayStation exclusive. However, it got ported over to Steam. I don't know when, but I just recently found out about this again. Friend at work told me if I want good storylines or different weird storylines, do this one. He recommended this one to me, and I tell you, so the guy that created this was Hideo Kojima. I hope I pronounced that name correctly. But I had a big education of this guy's um career. Okay, there's a good YouTube um documentary, which I guess I'll have to put that in the description now since I'm mentioning it. So I'll put that in the description of if I could find it, of that documentary. But yeah, I got a good education on him because I knew nothing about him really, um until until I started playing this game. And the background was Hideo Kojima worked at Konami for many years. He did the Metal Gear series. Okay. And for some reason, and I don't know exactly whether Hideo decided to leave or whether he was fired from Konami, but basically he went out on his own, created his own studio, and this is his first game of of his new studio, and it and also he did this game called Snatcher, which Crazy Pumpkin also did, which on his channel. So I suggest view that as well. But Crazy Pumpkin was mentioning Hideo Kojima. I had no idea who he was, so I'm just learning all of this, right? And it's great learning all this, and so yeah. If you play Death Stranding, want to see my take on it, Go ahead, cause I am doing this cold. This was my first playthrough. I knew nothing, and it was great. It was a great. It was such a different game. And let I want to show you guys a little clip. Let me see if I could get a clip there. No, we're not doing that one yet. So let me show you a little clip. Let's see here. We'll skip here. Check out this world. I don't have sound on, cause I'm probably talking at this point. But the graphics are great. You're basically just a porter, basically a delivery guy, uh, where you deliver orders and packages, um, across different cities and whatnot. This is like a post-apocalyptic world. The storyline is crazy and weird. It is a weird storyline, but it is so unique. It's nothing like I ever seen in a game before. Um, so, yep, and you have all these tools. You could put a ladder down. Look at this. So I was scared of crossing this river, so I'm putting a ladder down, and I could go across it now. Look at that. All right. And then here, check this out. All right. And then let's see if I could get to the where I come to Port Knot City. Here, hold on. Let's go back. Let's go back. Let's go back. Let's go back a little bit more. Let's go. Oh, and this is the BT area. This is the BT area. So there are these haunted areas, and the ghosts here are called BTs, which are called beached things. And oh yeah, I just passed it here. Let me see here. See if we get to see a BT at this point right here. Let me see. There they are. The little, you see my pointer, the little shadow things. Yeah, you don't want them to get you. Yeah, it's a weird thing that happens when they get you too. They grab you with your hands, take you over to this boss character, which you either have to fight or escape, you know, and just cool stuff. Let me see if I could. I want to show you guys. Here we go. Let's do this. All right, check out. And then they have this licensed music too, which YouTube, I have to strip from which YouTube actually is doing a better job stripping licensed music actually. So here though, we're gonna choose like a little climbing anchor, and look at that. And check, watch this, watch this. We take that and we rappel down. Check that out. Isn't that cool? I mean, you could do this was like so cool for me. Just being able to cross terrain, use your tools to do things like that. And you deliver your packages, they give you likes and all this stuff. It gives you like a sense of accomplishment when you do things. And then there's also a crafting element where you could build roads, you could build like zip lines to get through things. It is really fun. I had fun doing this. Here, and let me show you in the same clip, we actually meet the big bad guy in the story. And we fight our first boss fight. Let me see here. Here, hold on. Hold on. Where, come on, come on, little thing. All right, let's go here. Let's go here. Here we go. Let's turn on the volume. What the? Yeah, and check here. Hold on. Go back. Oh, went back too far. Hold on, let me show you guys something. So this rain here is called time fall. So that means if it touches you, you age very quickly and you can die. So check out these little creatures here. See? All of these creatures have died because of time fall, which is pretty pretty wild. So you want to stay out of the rain, but you know, our character has coverings that protect him from that. So here we go. I fall. What the heck? Such great graphics. And what an entrance. Look at that.
The name's Higgs, the particle of God that permeates all existence.
Well, we'll skip ahead a little bit because there's just going to be a whole lot of dialogue about the story and stuff. Let's just skip ahead a little bit here. Yes, America's last president dead and burned. Yes, that's true. Yes. Oh, here we go. This is pretty cool. We'll do 10 seconds more. So hard to make connections when you don't have hands.
An extinction entity. It's so hard to form connections when you can't shake hands. Fortunately, I've got a good connection to the other side. Now you're no bridge. To me, I'm bound to all of it. This world, that world, and our sweet little angel of death. You're on the menu. All it'll take is one itty-bitty void out to blow us all to kingdom come. So how about it? Aren't you getting tired of the grind?
A little bit.
Isn't this what you've been waiting for this whole time? A game over.
A little funny story at this point. I was kind of bummed because here's what happened. I was playing it and I just wanted to get to the cutscene and then just end the video at that time. And it's funny he said that right then and there. So yeah, let's keep going. What?
Heads up, Sam. According to our damage assessments, it would only take a single void.
And this guy calls at the most inopportune time. Like, be quiet, dude. Leave me alone and let me play the game. Look at this.
You've got to deal with that BT right now.
Look at that. That BT just knocked me down. Look at that. How much more time do we have? 3 minutes? All right. Yeah. All right. Fine. Yeah, and I totally suck at this. I have no idea what I'm doing. What I'm supposed to do. Yeah, give me. He knocks all my stuff off me. All my stuff. Yeah. I gotta deal with the BT. All right, whatever. Oh, that. I did not know that there will be people throwing you weapons, so I'm like, what the heck? I'm just running around. Not a blood bag. Alright. Alright, hold on. Look, I'm already out of hermetic grenades right there. Alright. Did I get him?
Charge complete.
Sure, I don't trust you, microphone, because you've gone off on me before. Oh, there he is. Let me see. 0, 0. Yeah, that's the wrong grenade to use. That won't do anything to him. Look at that. Crunch, nothing. 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 Yummy! Hey, alright. Okay. Yay, everyone's dead.
Game over.
Yay! Yay! Alrighty. Yes, we are dead. Yes. So that was the series of Death Stranding. Just joking. So yeah, that was fun. And then, so we are starting that on December 4th. And that is going to be every Monday, Thursday, and Saturday. I was really into this game. And we are, yeah. And also I started making a decision that I am trying to get a game done within a quarter, you know. So I'm with Death Stranding, I'm giving myself 4 months, but well, I guess that is a quarter. No, a quarter is 3 months. But yeah, so with Death Stranding, I'm giving myself 4 months on this with December, and hopefully by the end of March 2026 I could be done with this, especially if I upload every Monday, Thursday, and Saturday, every episode. And I try to make them an hour, an hour or less, episode. And you know anyway, and then yeah. And so I really like this game. I already played it through. This is my first playthrough that I've recorded. It's fun. It's fun. It's great. And yeah, I really liked it. Hope you guys like it too. The story is weird. Okay, the story is not going to be for everybody. But I'll just leave it at that. But in terms of the game mechanics, well, one, the story is different as well. The game mechanics is different in my opinion because it's basically a walking simulator delivering packages and crafting, and you get to craft roads and later on drive trucks and all this. There's a whole lot of there's a world building aspect which I really like. And it's just, it was fun for me. I liked it. So that was my type of game. I may not be in the majority, but hey, I loved it. So, and then also after that, I need something less serious. Something less serious because we did God of War and now we're doing Death Stranding. We did a little bit LOTRO. I want something less serious and more fun. Well, not more fun because these are fun too, but these are serious and you got to get in the story and all that. I want something not really a whole lot of stressful, so I am going to try Hello Kitty Island Adventure. Look at that. That looks so cute and cuddly. Look at that. So I'm looking to do this either in March or April 2026. That's my goal. I have not played this game yet. I will play this blind too because let's just see how it is. But yeah, Hello Kitty Island Adventure. This came out only like a year or two ago, I believe. It's available on Steam. This is a callback to South Park, the South Park episode Make Love Not Warcraft. If you have access to the South Park episodes, it's season 10, episode 8. It's a classic. I mean, according to Wikipedia, that episode came out in 2006, so it's almost 20 years old. And in that they were doing a parody on Warcraft. They were doing, it wasn't really a parody, it was satire. They were doing a satire on the Warcraft game, and it was hilarious. It's a classic if you know it. But actually the callback is that Butters, the character Butters, all the other kids wanted Butters to help them with a problem they had in Warcraft. And Butters says, "Oh, come on, guys, I'm playing Hello Kitty Island Adventure," where at the time that game did not exist at the time. But now someone made that game. So we are going to check out that game too. So yeah, I'm looking forward to it. Well, I'm hoping to be it's just a light, happy game. And sometimes you need a little bit of diversity in your gaming. And when I say diversity, I mean different styles of games. I'm not getting into the whole DEI debate. I'm not getting into that at all. This is not what this channel's about. I just play games I like, and that's it. Anyway, Hello Kitty Island Adventure looks like a fun game to play, so I'm gonna play it. So okay, so we will wrap up the video there. Holy moly, it's been 40 minutes. Man, I sure blabber on a lot, don't I? All right, so thank you all for watching. Take care, and again, hit that like, subscribe, bell notification if you like the channel and the video and all that stuff. And thank you again if you're already a subscriber. And see you all next time. Thanks again for watching. Take care.